Hello?
Oh, there we go. Helps if I turn off the mute on my mic, huh? How's it going, Bronze?
Pretty good. Now, where are we? It's like a nice little house. Seem to be surrounded by people. That's going to be fun. What level is the party? I don't think I need a level up.
Oh, let's see. Core. 8.
Alright, good.
Double check that. Oh, 9.
Right?
Yeah, Alton's sheet is just not up to date.
Time to level up. Goodness gracious.
Oh. Character sheet. What? Oh. What the fuck is this? Ugh. What's Artemis at? Yeah, definitely level 9. Okay, I gotta figure this shit out. No waiting room. Allow to join anytime.
Expect to have these things. Can I have an elemental rat?
Oh, hold on just a moment for me. I'll be right back.
Got it.
Ah, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fucking shit.
Yellow Alton.
No, I'm good. Cool. Thank you.
What's going on? Why can't I select spells?
All right. Sorry, Bronze. You were asking me about something?
Oh no, I'm trying to select spells and it's not letting me.
Ah. In what way?
Like, you usually hit the check mark, and it's not allowing me to get any 5th level spells.
Ah, that sounds like a problem I can't help with.
Yeah. It's just something that's annoying.
How's it going this morning, Alton?
Oh, it's going good. Very boring. Big rainy day, which I assume is the same down there.
Oh, yeah. It's not like a super hard rain, but it's a hard rain for here.
Yeah, we're getting 50 millimeters today.
Goodness gracious.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Annabelle didn't say he was coming. We'll leave his token in for just a minute longer, see if he shows up. But we should also have Beast and Ace. I'll say plenty of friends either way.
Alright, you know what? A few weeks ago I was chanting that you were gonna hate me once I get to 9th level.
Is it time?
Yeah,
Is it time for hate?
it's time for hate.
Good. Alright, and when we get everybody in, we'll make you try another method of polling. You're my guinea pigs. Oh, I don't know what's in this omelet, but I'm not sure I like it.
Please say eggs.
What's that?
Please say eggs.
Yeah. No, I mean, my daughter made me an omelet, and it's amazing, is what I mean.
Mm.
What I meant when I said I'm not sure I like it is I mean I really like it. It's the best ever.
Afraid you would say like, oh, it has everything but eggs. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, it's not an omelet.
It's just a wad of cheese and oil.
It's cheese and ham, and you're like, it's delicious.
I
But
mean, that's the... Yeah, I was going to say that's like the paleo omelet, but eggs are still paleo, so... Oh, we don't say paleo anymore, we say keto. I keep forgetting. See anybody interesting out there in Chatland? I think it's Oops All Robots. Except for you two, anyways. Must be someone, though. Violet's TV, Sad Girl. Hey, if you're a human out there and not one of my players, say hey.
oh wait, no, I am one of your players.
Yes, you are one of my players. And your humanity is questionable.
So gonna say hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
I'm gonna drop a bomb on Bronze Monarch.
Okay. See if I die.
Yeah, you'll just take a nice trip through the air. There you go.
Alright, yeah. Collateral damage with Sad Girl, but okay.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about Sad Girl.
Let's see if we
Alright.
can beat up sound alerts.
I'm gonna poke Ace and Beast with a stick. Ah, there's Fuke. Good to have Fuke back. Okay, they got about 2 minutes, and then you guys are rolling without him. Oh shit, I gave this gladiator a really bad name and I forgot it.
And no, one of my players in a different campaign just said somebody. He's like, "Oh, so and so can bring us back alive, right?" And I'm sitting here like, "Who?" First off, when I make up names, I usually don't spell them. So whenever I see them in chat, they're like, "Ah, it's spelled like this, right?" I go, "Sure."
Yeah,
But,
that's it. That's the name I was thinking of. You got it.
Yeah, they started asking questions about like a whole army of enemies, which they negotiated to not be enemies. It was an option, but I doubted they would pick it. So
You're like, hold on, I gotta come up with the complex politics of these folks real quick here.
yeah, it fit the story. It wasn't like they ruined the story because they found out it wasn't just these people that they had to fight. They also have to fight giants, which good thing they didn't start with because fighting giants at level 1 is not recommended.
Yeah, it's not healthy. It's not healthy for a body. Oh, that was a different game.
How they found out was the Goliath was talking to them like, "Yo, who your enemies at? You mentioned enemies." And they're like, "Oh yeah, they look like you, but bigger." Goliath? Wait, no.
Yeah, but I'm only a medium with the perks of a large.
How large? And I just selected their sprite and just grew it to a huge. I'm like, about this big. They caught on pretty quickly. It's very disappointing if they catch on to something. They roll enough nat 20s that, the subterfuge is just gone.
Now I remember his name. And show. Plink. What's that plink? Oh, some machine wants me to know a thing and I don't know which one it is.
You see, the trick is you have your desk be black, your chair be black, and every electronic you buy also black. So then when you put them down,
Yep.
you can't find them. Yeah.
See, I do it slightly differently. What I do is make sure that my office is a terrible mess, so whenever I set down anything in it, it disappears. And then I never know where anything is. 2 ways to skin the same cat.
I used to have a particular cell phone, Pantech crossover. The type of cell phone you can split open and it has a keyboard. And that thing was a brick. I would walk into my room at the end of the day, I would throw it across the room onto my bed. If it hit the wall first, didn't matter.
Nice. My back when like AOL was a thing, my wife worked for them, and as part of some contest she won, it was a T-Mobile Sidekick, and she hated it, but like it was still like most phones were either flip phones or just one solid piece at the time, with real buttons and shit. This one had the screen, and the screen flipped out of the way to expose a keyboard. It was so pimp.
Every once in a while, I go back and look at flip phone designs. They were so revolutionary. And then we got the typical smartphone, and then it's just a rectangle. But before then, we had all these crazy designs, including one that the number pad was surrounding the screen.
Nice.
Another one, oh goodness, it was just a pain to figure any of these things out unless you had the phone and you practice with it. Compared to you just take someone else's phone, you press a middle button, and it opens.
So you're saying you want security through obscurity by a weird device?
No, I think it's just hilarious, and every once in a while I want to make something for players to try to figure out, and imagine a trap that they have to just get into a phone. In real life, they have to get into one of these obscure phones instead of handing them like a lock to figure out. I'm like, here you go. You can do it. It's just arcane in nature.
Yeah. Flip phones are coming back because they're starting to make the dual screen ones that flip open now. I can't remember which one it is that has 3 screens because there's 2 screens on the inside and 1 screen on the face. So it opens like a book, and then you have 1 screen on the front, and then when you open it up, you've got a double-size screen.
I'm waiting for the switchblade.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Just poof, yellow.
I'm waiting for the transparent science fiction phone that I can't see anything on the screen because the whole thing is see-through. That's going to be the bomb.
I'm still waiting for a good one that, you can incorporate into armor, and you just wear it on your wrist, and you just poke your arm a few times, and you call people.
Is that the one that lets you slow down time so you can shoot people right in the head every time? Because that one's great.
That one is very good, but I was going more generic. You can specialize.
That made a lot of sense in the turn-based game.
Yeah.
Not as much sense in the first-person shooter.
Do you know Phoenix Point?
Phoenix Point. It's not ringing a bell.
Do you know XCOM?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Phoenix Point, newer, same style, except for you actually can do that. You actually can choose where you're going to shoot.
Nice. Phoenix Point. Where does I play it? Steam.
Steam, yeah.
I have to check that out.
Yeah. So far, it's a lot of fun. You get to kill aliens and bandits.
I like shooting aliens and bandits very much. It's one of my favorite things to shoot.
Technically, they aren't aliens. They were here first.
Oh.
However, they be corrupting humans and turn them into extra zombies. So they look like aliens.
Yeah, of course. All right, so I got a little cleanup to do here. We got no Valeria. I'm just going to stuff them off to the side in case they show up late. Goodbye, Valerion, Finrod, and Artemis. Boop, boop, boop. All right. So the intro for the show starts. It's black, and there are big blocks of color, squiggly mazes, shadows of people falling, and then we get a quick cutscene of Alton. And how does Alton get introduced in the credits?
A tiny, mischievous, shit-eating, grin little gnome boy who's a halfling with hairy feet and a little cute red nose.
Nice.
He's actually a man, but you would think he was a child if you saw him.
All right, and he becomes like a bright orange silhouette on a black background, and we see the silhouette tumble down.
Yep.
And then there is, let's see, we get a couple clips of Finrod and... Oh, who dat? Oh, Rats. Okay. And Rats and... who else did we have? Artemis and Valerion, and they're all exploring this forest. And we get them looking around this forest of sort of blobby, incomplete trees that sort of look like melting soft serve in forest colors. And there are little people poking their heads out and staring at them. And and then, more of the color blocks and arrows shooting through. A cadaver collector silhouette stomps through the scene, chasing a bunch of human figures, and then we get a quick cut to introduce Fuke. And what does that look like?
Much the same with all the rats. It's just a figure that just appears out of like a swarm of rats. It's a typical gnome, but with bright red hair and with a passion for, let's just say, the underbelly of life.
Nice. Could we say, is it like an American Beauty rose petal situation, but with rats?
I was thinking Poseidon coming from the sea.
Ah, nice. So she rises up out of a swarm of rats. Yeah, and then all of that turns to, like brightly colored silhouettes, and she explodes into rat silhouettes, and they scatter across the screen. And we get Jezin, the gladiator, and Jezin the gladiator starts out as a normal guy, and then he goes through like a magical girl transformation. Very, like, the silhouette is incredibly graphic, and Jezin is hung like a fucking mule. And then the gladiator armor appears on him. He swirls around. There's sparkles, and then jail bars crash down in front of him, and the shadow of an aboleth appears behind him. And that's where we drop into the actual scene, as the party was chilling by this weird water. It's actual water, but again, like, the ground under it is completely smooth. Everything in this place, as we established last time, just lacks full definition. It looks like a child made it, maybe, out of modeling clay. And Jezin is sitting with his feet in the water. The stone flashes, and Artemis, Finrod, and Valerion blink out, and Fuke blinks back in. And that's where we'll pick up. So what are you fools up to?
Well, I'm in a world that lacks definition. I'm gonna walk closer to see if it hasn't rendered yet.
It remains. It's like a vector. No matter how close you get to it, the resolution seems to remain the same.
No, that's happened to me in real life. It hurt. Windswept mounds are weird. So, Alton, what's going on? Are these your friends?
The rats?
I mean, I guess. Are you a rat?
No. I think they were summoned by one of our other players.
Oh, hi there.
That's a corpse, by the way. Let me drop an X on it.
Okay. And
It's a little. I would say it's a little person, but to you, it's a normal size person.
That's the pixie that we freed?
Oh, that's a pixie. And its mouth is sewn shut again.
Okay.
And
what did it try and tell us again?
It told you, we'll do a little flashback. The pixie told you that this place is hell for pixies. And that's why, like, you've seen other places that were fully rendered. This place is intentionally a mockery of nature, to fuck with the pixies and make their lives unhappy. Their mouths are sewn shut because they like to talk. But that's part of their punishment, is not being able to talk, or, needing to rip through the cords in their lips to do so. And we do a quick cut back to you guys repeatedly slashing its mouth open, so it could tell you about this place and the nature of this place, and how the little darkling assholes are real pricks, and they're always locked in an eternal struggle. And if you're unfortunate enough to get beyond them, there's the house We flash back to Finrod's familiar flying over the house and realizing that the smoke pouring from the smokestack isn't smoke but steam that smells like breath. And I believe someone shouted, "It's a house hunter" or some shit at that point.
I think that's just a min sauna.
Interesting. Well, I don't want to get near the house because if it's steam, I suspect it might be alive.
So,
Because it should be smoke.
if we have a friend here who has their mouths sewn shut, then I'm going to hand them an item from my background, a small knife. It's not even a dagger; it's a small knife, which would be
Tiny
perfect. Yeah. Here you go. You can have a small knife.
Is it still a human-sized knife? Or like a medium-sized knife?
Well, I'm a small, so no.
A small-sized knife?
It's the urchin background small knife.
Small knife.
Yeah.
Are we talking like the dagger and clue sized? Or we're talking a functional knife that's just on the small end?
It might be a shiv, but I don't think they would tell you that.
Okay, so it's a shiv.
About that size. No, it's called a small knife, and everyone treats it as a dagger, but it's not listed as a dagger.
Yeah.
So I thought, this is perfect for my, smaller friend. Here you go.
It's actually like a shard of glass wrapped in like a bandage. And then like the bandage has been soaked in like tar and then rolled in dirt, basically. So that it all sticks together and doesn't stick to your hand very much, but it still sort of sticks to your hand. And in the hands of this pixie, which gladly accepts it, it's practically a greatsword.
Great swords and small creatures. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a good gag, right? It's a sight gag. That's what we call it in the business that we're in, where we're imagining things that you can't see. But it very carefully slashes the bindings on its mouth, and it says, "I hope you don't expect me to do this too many more times." And then the cords snakily wind themselves back together and cinch its mouth shut.
So is this a curse?
It would appear so. This is hell for them.
And there's a lot of things that are terrible, but it's they normally don't do this. So
The pixie looks over at Alton and back at Fuke and then over at Alton again and then gives a hard eye roll.
Yeah, this is gonna be a hard fight.
Oh man.
How do we get out of here?
You guys said we would get out, and we're still here. What are we doing?
Are you injured?
We took a long rest, so I'm probably just fine.
Like, I just saw the red dot. And
Yeah,
I thought,
hold on. God's cleaning my token up right now.
Good.
Oh, suddenly I feel so much better, and I don't appear to have a red dot at all.
It's amazing.
Yep. I'm Jezen, by the way.
Fook, Rat Queen, Fiend Friend,
Oh boy.
Muck Dancer, Ifadan, Mittelsprock.
I love gnome names. I knew a Warren Ranthemius Doppeldiddle Ningle once. He was a pretty good guy. Made guns. Ever seen a gun?
No.
It's like a
But
crossbow,
I've seen what they do.
but it's loud.
I haven't seen one of them, but I've seen the bodies that they make. So,
so good.
for some reason, they just keep appearing in the sewers. But like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta throw it away after you shoot someone with it. Because, what's that guy's name? David Caruso comes and figures out, like, the bullet has a shape.
Oh,
And then
rude.
he can figure out which gun you shot people with. And then he puts on his glasses, and it's all, yow! And you go to jail.
Alton chimes in. He's like, I don't know if he figures anything out. I've only just seen him put his glasses on and off repeatedly.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of magic involved?
I don't know. I think the glasses help him see the shape in the bullets.
Incredible. I always suspected.
They also make that yow noise. Because they're sentient.
Cool.
They've been feeding on his brain for years.
Yeah, one time he was convinced he was going to be a movie star.
Ah, fool. He's not conventionally handsome enough for that.
So how do we make the string disappear? Because that's not normal.
It slashes the string and says, "You can't as long as we're here," and then its mouth is tied shut again.
Okay, then why don't you come with us? And I pull out the gem. I'm like, dude, we can fill like a ton of pixies in this thing. Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Pokeball go.
You miss. You're gonna have to feed him a nanap berry if you want to make it. You catch him and get extra candy.
I only have a Naga head.
Oh, crap.
Do you take Naga head?
Yeah. Boom. You catch him.
No, I don't want to use my Naga head though.
You still have the Naga head. You just used it as a distraction.
What is that? Boop.
He slashes his mouth open as the gem sucks him in. And says, by the way, my name's Todrick!
Thank you, Todrick.
All right, Todrick's in there.
Todrick and Jezen and Todrick. They are now your friends. That's right, I said they are. Todrick and Jedrin and Todrick. All right, anyways. That's their theme song, and it's over now.
Have we met Tyrion yet?
No.
One
All
job.
right.
One job. Find Tyrion Billington. Well.
All right.
So,
Should we?
those other dickheads who were here and then they disappeared in a flash, probably back in the rock, right? They were thinking...
Party in the Rock.
They were like, oh man, there's like a basement entrance in the back of the house. They're like, we should go in that. That's probably the way out.
We should go in the back door? I mean, okay.
That's what they thought. Back door.
Rear entrance.
Has anyone opened that back door before? Isn't it part of the building?
Yeah. That's what the guy with the bird was saying. Finrod. Yeah. Finrod.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but the house has steam coming out of it instead of smoke, so it's probably alive.
Right, that's sus as fuck, I know.
What is this one then?
What's a what?
On the map. That's this thing.
Hold on, zooming out. Oh, that's a shit house.
Ah, okay. And then that's the back. Okay. Well, I'm hunting pixies now.
You're gonna try and capture him?
Yeah. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna walk up and be like, yo! You can't, you have that string thing when you're in here? So I have an offer to not be in here. I pulled out the gem.
Yeah, these two ladies with their mouths sewn shut sort of look at each other and then shrug and then nod.
Okay, two unnamed lady pixies. I have a list of people in gym.
It's important to know who's in your gym. Yeah, they disappear. You throw it like a Pokeball and you ping it off one's head and into the other. And they look hurt and betrayed for just a second before they disappear.
I was like, do you guys not know how to play volleyball? And just...
My daughter wanted Pokemon this morning, and after some resistance from me, I finally allowed it. And like one of the kids was just like catching every Pokemon he could find, and they all looked so sad. I'm like, this is fucked up. This is some dark ass shit. You're gonna go fucking cockfight him now? Nasty little prick.
Well, you play Pokemon and you just try to get from one town to the other, and wild dogs attack you, and you're like, stop it!
Can I put them in the Pokeball? No, they're just dogs. That doesn't make any fucking sense. What's the difference?
Here, we have a magnet that wants to kill me. Go away, magnet.
I'll just kill these dogs and that magnet. All right, I'm assuming you're scooping up these two over here as well?
Yeah, no, I'm just walking around collecting the pixies for our pixie adventure.
So we get a bunch of cuts of Fuke creeping around the forest, beaning pixies with a rock. And she collects two more. We see like bright flashes of light from behind the trees.
Like and shot.
I think you get one more sprite as well. I believe there were two sprites.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oops, all sprites. No, there's pixies and sprites.
Yeah, so it's 4 sprites.
2 pixies.
Okay. Two pixies, including Todrick.
2 pixies, including Todrick. 2 pixies all day, as one would say in an American kitchen. Do you say that in a Canadian kitchen as well?
Oh, what?
When there's 2 of a particular item that need to be made, would you say 2 hamburgers all day?
Yeah, I'd probably say all day.
Yeah. See?
Well,
and if you were a Venezuelan dishwasher in Canada, would you shout gonorrhea the whole time you were washing dishes?
Possibly, but I mean, I haven't worked with too many Venezuelan dishwashers, to be honest.
Yeah, that was the only one I ever worked with, and I wasn't sure if it was a Venezuelan thing or just him. But it was probably just him. Gonorrhea! Gonorrhea! I'm like, why does that guy keep shouting gonorrhea? I'm like, oh, that's just what he does. Okay. Well, the dishes are clean, so that's cool.
Yep.
I don't think he likes washing them very much, though. All right, all pixies are captured. You've moved forward a little bit. You can see some quicklings and some more of these. I'm forgetting, are they just darklings? Yeah, they're darklings. You can see some darklings peering out of the trees ahead of you.
Cool. I'm gonna wave.
Let's see.
Roll it.
The quickling is closest, and it throws a knife at you.
Haha, nat 20 to wave.
You said you were doing it first, so what I'm going to say is that this quickling lines up like a perfect headshot on you. And at the last second, you wave, and it hesitates in throwing its knife.
I don't mind if it throws its knife. I was just waving first. I can kill all you guys. It's just, I want to start out friendly.
And the quickling... do either of you speak Sylvan?
Let me double check. No. It's Gnomish in common. I thought I picked up Sylvan, but no.
All right. Quickling's got 120 feet of movement and blurs when it moves. So yeah, it zips to this tree, and then zips to right in front of you, and then says, "You don't speak Sylvan." Except really fast. You don't speak Sylvan.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't really study that much. I was just in the sewers and talked to the rats, and the rats don't really speak Sylvan, but you know, Sylvan's pretty cool.
What kind of fucking druid are you?
Wow, I haven't met any other druid, so I guess I'm the best druid or the worst druid. I can't
One
tell.
of the two, surely. So, do I slit your throat now or wait till you sleep? And shit in your boots before I slit your throat.
Do you have something later on? I mean, we could do it now or later. It's up to you. I'm free all day.
I'd prefer to have you go to sleep and then shit in your boots and then cut your throat.
Okay. So it's later tonight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So fuck off for now.
Thank you.
I trap you, my friend, and say, the local population is quite uppity here, don't you think?
And this is how you get stabbed. How about you tapping me on the shoulder?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's what he said.
Uppity. I'm not sure what uppity means.
Well, there's more daggers at your headshot, so I don't think we should save them.
Well, he looked fine. So, why would I put him in the gym if he's doing all right? Look, he's got a knife.
Hey, where'd
really fast.
those fucking fairies go?
I don't know. I actually don't.
Shit.
I put them in a gym. I don't actually know where they went.
Oh shit. Here's our chance. And the quickling zips back to its buds. And you can hear them murmuring to each other. And they boop over to this tree as a group.
Okay. I was going to the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth back this way and go towards the house.
All right. All right.
I'm gonna walk up the lane.
You can
because I
see
like
the
to meet
house.
friends.
So there's 3 dormers on the front side of the house. Did you give me a stealth check, Alden?
No, but I will right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Alton literally turns invisible. Meanwhile, Fuke is heading straight up the front. Oh, this Darkling would have head this way. You can hear the sounds of splashing in the water behind you. It seems like the Unseelie Fae are having a good old time now that the Seelie Fae are gone.
I could totally throw some rats in there. They would love it. Pool party. Oh well.
Oh, the fucking rats love a pool party. Anyways, as you approach the house, it is better defined than, say, the trees are, but it is not like... You've seen a wooden house before, yeah?
Yeah.
I know Alton has. We've discussed that, but I'm curious about Fuke.
It's like a structure you build out of driftwood.
Yeah, this one looks like
stone.
somebody wasted a bunch of nice wood on it.
Oh my god.
You're not sure why they would have done that when there's plenty of waste wood everywhere. You imagine it doesn't smell as nice.
That's dinner table wood. What?
Yeah.
What? You supposed to eat on this house? What's going on here?
But it is a little blobby. The corners are a little roundy for wood, although I'm not sure 100% you'd notice. Give me a perception check, though.
Do I notice a plump house? There it is.
Yeah, the 3 dormers that are across the front side of the roof that's the front side to you, I guess. The part of the house that's facing you. The one is pointing straight forward as it should be to where you are. The other 2 on either side have angled themselves in a little bit. Almost like they're looking at you. Almost.
Well, I guess if you were in this room and you wanted to see the front drive, then that's fine. And if you're in this room and you want to see the front drive, but like,
Right.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, Alton's busy sneaking around to the back of the house while Fuke is approaching. Yeah, I'd say you make it there with no trouble, Alton. You can see the cellar doors.
Perfect. Any other hidden things I might see?
Seems pretty plain back here. There's just that back entrance. Fuke can see a front door under the eaves here.
All right. What is?
There's a pump and like a stone cistern.
Perfect.
Is that what you'd call it? I think that's what you'd call it if you had. What catches the water from a pump?
Basin?
Basin's a good word. Yeah, I'll have to look and see. I'm actually curious. It's one of those 2 things, probably a cistern or a basin. But as you approach it, the water has a really acrid odor. And at the water line, it appears like the water's been there for a level. The rock is like rough. It's like smooth stone above the water line. Below the water line, the rocks are rough and sort of eaten away.
I know what happened here. We caught the mimic as it was taking a dump, and it froze in its house form, and now it's too shy to change anything else.
Yeah, it took a whiz right over there. Not a dump. You don't see any dumps.
I am going to consult my engineering mouse. And I'm going to play with the pump.
Does the engineering mouse have any sort of accoutrement that would let you know it's an engineering mouse?
It told me that it was an engineering mouse when we were playing with the clockworks.
And you just believed it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it makes the pumping. It points to the handle and makes an up and down motion with its front paws. And
okay.
you grab the handle and replicate that motion. And the pump sputters a little bit as it primes up. And then, you hear the kind of Doppler-y sound of the valve filling up. And then it starts to sploosh out this even more even more green liquid into the pool. Basin, cistern, whatever.
I'm just going to keep doing that. Until somebody stops me.
All right,
I'm
so you also notice this dormer sort of straightens out. This one is now angled in your direction, and this one is angled further in your direction. What's Alton up to back there in the trees? Probably check.
I'd like to slowly make my way towards this door and check it out.
All right. Give me a stealth check and then a sleight of hand check.
All right.
Okay. Still hidden. The dormers on this side of the house are just sort of staring straight out into the nothingness beyond
When I use my sleight of hand, it's the invisible mage hand.
Nice. Yeah, you slide that hand over. There is a little latch, and you pop the latch loose. And the
beautiful.
door pops up a little bit.
Cool.
I should have put these all on the same map. That would have been badass. Oh well.
Man. Also, quick question. Are these separate sprites, or are they the same as this sprite? Because that's another way you can move them around independently.
Separate stripes?
Sprites.
Sprites. Nah, I can't turn them, sorry.
Yeah. And then I really want to say something, but I really shouldn't. I was gonna walk up to the front door and go, Dormammu! I've come to bargain.
Alright, are you doing that?
What? No, I'm playing with the pump.
Okay, yeah, you keep playing with the pump. So, Fuke continues to fiddle with the pump. What's Alton doing back there?
I want to open that door.
All right. With the hand again?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see here. There is an audible creak of the hinges, and you note the dormers on your side of the house sort of scan back and forth a little bit, and then stop. But the door is open.
Interesting. What do I see?
There are stairs down into kind of musty-looking stone basement. It's a little hard because you're still way back in the tree, or hiding in the trees a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see down. It's dark. It's bright out here, especially with the emptiness, that emptiness on either side. I forgot to mention for Fuke's benefit, at the edges of the map, the world just goes bright white, kind of a THX 1138 situation.
Yeah.
And the sky is apparently some sort of screen. Like, you would think that the sky looked like a gigantic LCD television set. You as Fuke note that the sky has no depth. It's just flat up there.
Hey, it can still develop.
It's not so much an emotional shallowness as a physical shallowness.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean to slur it in any way.
Okay. Well, I don't want to go in it just yet, but maybe I'll slowly make my way around this way till I'm in a line of sight with my ally and kind of fuse can him over with a hand signal.
All right. One more stealth check for me.
And I'm going to move at half speed to take advantage since it's kind of leisurely at the moment.
All right. Yeah, you can just hear Fuke pumping away. Another successful stealth check.
Imagine if I'm pumping its stomach and it slowly dies.
The house is shrinking ever so slightly as you pump. At this point, the cistern is full to the brim, though.
Oh, frick. Oh, man. What do I do? Oh, no.
Are you still pumping?
Yeah, let's continue to pump.
All right. Dex check. Oof. As things do when they overflow, it overflows all at once and dramatically. Because you know how liquids be all spreading?
Yeah.
And your boots sizzle for 2 points of acid damage.
Ow.
Your toes hurt.
Engineering mouse? Was that a good idea? You got it. Engineering mouse.
Filling through the acid, no, but if you have means to collect it.
Okay, alright, yeah.
Engineering mouse shakes its head when it's asked whether or not that was a good idea.
Okay. So I don't... Hey, wait, no, I do have the Casmine proboscis. Forgot about that.
Engineering mouse, oddly, is also a marsupial. And from its meat pouch, it pulls out a jeweler's loop and clenches it in one eye. Although you know that can't be doing it any good because that's made it look for looking things up close, and its eyes are sort of aligned on the side of its head. So it's just cocked at a weird angle, sort of up at the sky.
Very good.
Now we can identify engineering mouse more easily.
I was gonna give him a small hard hat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that too. Pulls that out of its pulls that out of its marsupial pouch and slaps it on its head. It's a little goopy, but that's not a thing that bothers you. And then it has a little what's the word? A little mount that it slides the loop into, and then flips it up out of the way.
Like a mic arm. Wee.
All right, are you attempting to collect some acid?
I only have a vial of solvent glue and a potion of greater healing. I don't actually have vials that are empty.
That's a shame.
Every time I give the whole thing away or something. Frick. Oh well.
So if you were to take a bag of holding and dunk it in, obviously you'd get some, right? And then when you reached into the bag of holding, it wouldn't be a problem because you wouldn't be thinking about the acid. But then getting it out would be hard.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. They have a bag of holding, but it's just full of acid.
It's full of
People
acid.
are like, what's inside here? And they go, ow!
Do me a favor, reach into this bag and think about acid.
Think about what? Ah!
All right. So Alton is over in the weird bushes, furiously thieves canting at you. That means fucking nothing to you, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no, I said I was doing the hand wave.
Alton's doing a very clear wave you this direction, and I don't know if it means anything to you or not.
Oh wait, no, I know that. I know waves. I'm gonna pull up my my hood, and I'm gonna stealth. Once I get behind cover, because it's weird to stealth without being behind cover.
There you go.
And I have advantage because of my cloak. 15.
Good enough.
This is going to take me ages, by the way. I'm moving half speed. I have slow movement speed to begin with. It's just, you have to wait a good, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. Even though here you clip through the trees, just like in a video game where the boundary, the no clipping isn't on.
I like to imagine I'm T-posed, just coming closer, but we can only imagine so much.
Yeah, our imaginations are only so big these days. Oh,
Can I have more, ma'am?
Jerry's out there. Hey, Jerry, I'll make myself pretty. Let me think of a relevant thing to make myself pretty as for this game. How's it going, Jerry? Sorry, I didn't see you sooner. There's a pineapple. Pineapple's like a symbol of... Oh, there's green goo. I'll be the roach again. Because the roach has green goo. Oh, and Jerry, if you're still there... I am going to launch poll version 2, and if you can't see it directly on the screen, and if Alton, I think Alton was maybe successful, and Bronze can give that a check, you should either have a little notification on the left-hand side of the... Oh, it doesn't come up here either. Oh, because I changed it. Yeah, if you scroll down, there's a control plus, and it says, can you respond to this poll? And then there's yes, no, and maybe. You can answer however you choose. Give it a shot for me if you don't mind. All right, I'm pretty. I'm testing the poll. Taking Jerry's points for testing the poll, or for being pretty. Annoyingly, someone is parked in my reserved spot, and management won't deal with it because they are at lunch. Can you vandalize their car? Is that in? I feel like in Texas that might be legal. In a reserved
I
spot
thought
situation.
your tires was a neighborly thing.
Yeah, or like when you pour urine in their vents.
Yep.
That's a Seattle thing, though. I don't know. All right. So you guys meet up and are stealthed in the bushes. And Fuchs' boots don't look as good as they used to. It's frowned upon. Yeah. All right.
We're designer.
So what are you up to?
I point you towards the back. I don't make a sound, and I make a symbol with the hand into another hole, suggesting we go down.
Crude.
Yeah, not together into the house, into the basement. But I don't make any sound when I say this.
Okay. All right. I'm part of your religion. Let's go.
Okay. Moving at half speed, we stealth along the rubber tree line to that door.
All right.
You see, the problem with having eyes on the top of a house, you really can't see at the bottom of the house. I mean, if it had other eyes, then yes, but like top eyes, probably not. Oh,
Yep.
If we're doing another stealth check.
Yep.
Yeah.
At advantage since we're moving at half speed. Beautiful.
Wow.
Advantage because I have my cool cloak.
Yeah, you guys stealth the shit out of it. The house has no idea. Hopefully.
Now we're going to go inside the house and enter it.
Yes. Oh my. You
Yeah,
have the
it's a
house's.
mix.
You have the house's consent. All right. Yep. You guys start to tiptoe down the back. It steps into this house's back door, basement, and it's very bright outside and rather gloomy inside. So it takes your eyes a moment to adjust. And I am gonna call a bio break real quick because this can of bang is going right through me. I'll be right back.
Rip. I'm going to try to create that. The ultimate character.
All right.
Oh, welcome back.
Much better. We're transferring maps. Boot, boot, boot.
A boot, boot, boot.
Yes, that's my thinking noise. All right.
I'm just trying to hunt down how to make an ultimate character because
Did you say
this is at
ultimate character or alternate character?
ultimate.
Ultimate.
There's a I'm in the game called Z&D,
Oh yeah.
and so it's in the modern world, and you have things like an actual skill for grappling, science, engineering, computers, nature, cooking, driving, automotive, and chemical resistance. as actual skills.
Oh,
So you.
I like the modern, updated 5e version of Expedition to Barrier Peaks, where all the scientific technology is intelligence-based and skill-based checks. So, of course, we as a society know how to flip a light switch on, but in D&D, it's completely alien technology.
Oh yeah. We had this fun situation where Pathfinder characters get sent to Earth, and all I could think of was I need to go loot a French flag so I can make my character actually scream "Vive la Resistance." But that campaign has been on hold for like 2 years. But yeah, Z&D, you can actually walk around before the apocalypse, and that's how you can become strong enough to survive in the apocalypse. Because zombies will kill a normal person.
is it Z and D?
Yeah, we also pronounce it Zed and Dead.
Z and
But,
D.
yeah.
Ah.
But so one thing you can do is you can walk around to the different factions in the game and steal their car batteries. No one's done it, but like I was making a joke with the ZM. I'm going, hey, what would happen if we just stole someone's car battery and just gave it to the other faction, like broke into their hideout and placed car batteries inside their main office, and just fled, just to provoke fights between people. Instead of like killing anyone, you just steal car batteries so they don't, drive you down.
Yeah, reasonable. Nobody wants to get ran over. So, as you guys... Yeah, okay. You're giving Jerry ideas. He's thinking about stealing car batteries now.
I mean, tires are a free option.
Yeah. I think the battery's better, though, because, like, if they walk up and the tires are gone, they're really going to notice that. But I bet you could pop out a car battery pretty quickly, and they wouldn't see it right away. Quicker than you could do all the tires, anyways.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you overcome the hood latch externally. But maybe they didn't leave their doors locked? Alright, so you and Alton are tiptoeing down the stairs, your eyes adjust. There are some large mechanical things on the right side of the room. Your left. Stage right, character left. This one is sort of a big metal cylinder. You can hear a kind of whooshing noise of flames, but you don't see any flames. And kind of like tink, 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 tink noise coming from it.
Okay, I think...
And then there's an even bigger whooshing noise of flames from this thing. And there is a grate on the front of it that you can see fire through. There are a couple sort of cabinet table sorts of things, like low countertops with cabinets under them. And relatively clean stone floor.
I am going to search the cabinets.
All right.
Of course, being stealthed the whole time. Do I have to roll again?
Yeah, you're gonna need a new stealth roll. Still good.
I'm going to search the cabinets.
All right.
Do we have an Alton?
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay right here while you search the cabinet watch, and then I'm gonna go left and search this side. This stuff
fine.
here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9. You guys are at level 9. There is a big old red potion in there. Nice fat one. And,
Big?
what's one thing you're looking for?
Pots and pans. I was actually looking for, like, cooking equipment.
Oh, yeah. You find... let's go all the way. You find a little camp stove. it's got a little knob on the front, and you crank it hard to one side, and it goes shh, tink, 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 and there's fire shooting out the top of it. Not far, but surprisingly enough to you. Fire's coming out of this little box. And you also find a pan, like a... Alton, I can never remember the difference between a sauterne and a sawtooth. Which is the one with the square corners? No one ever uses those words.
I believe sawtooth, but it's been a while.
Sawtooth. Yeah. So yeah, it's a sawtooth. It's got a long handle on one side. The two connections, flat handle on the other side. It's medium deep. It could be a saucepan or a fry pan. It's very versatile.
I totally take that with me.
It's in front of. What do you call it?
If he looks over, I give the thumbs up and say, "Yeah, take that. We can cook food for ourselves."
Yeah.
Oh no, I have a naga head I need to cook. So yoink. How do you spell sawtooth?
Sauteuse. Yeah, definitely a sawtooth.
Oh wait, no, this one's round.
It is round. It just has so like a normal like fry pan has sort of rounded. This is less round. The walls are more straight up, so it looks like a big flat saucepan. You could not, if what you desperately wanted to do was do a pan toss to like flip an omelet, this would not be the pan for that. But if you needed a good all-purpose pan that you could make soups and stews and fry things in, then this would be it.
Yeah. No, I was thinking of the square skillets.
No, it's not like a Japanese omelet pan.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, I guess.
Do you want a Japanese omelet pan? Because there's one in there.
I would like both because, well, no, they don't really fit together. The genius of having a square pan is it fits better.
I suppose.
Because it's square. Like a square watermelon.
Sadly.
However, you're missing part of the watermelon, the square. Well,
all right.
I enjoyed my looting.
Is Alton doing anything over there?
Just casually looking. It's probably an engine or a boiler of some kind. What's the thing over here in this corner? The water?
It's a big, tall cylinder. Compared to you, it's about 6 feet tall.
Gotcha.
And
containing liquid.
It's sealed, but there is oil leaking out a little bit from the seams.
Interesting. What about this thing here?
Yeah, some sort of... you've probably seen a furnace before. This looks like a fairly nice furnace.
Cool. And then I go over to that shelf and just give it a quick casual once over.
Give that one a toss. All right. Rolling for some goodies.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
On the goodie list, is there snakes? Like, you roll a bad number, you're like, oh, it's filled with snakes. Okay, just...
I need an improved goodie list. There is a potion. With what looks like a giant fingernail floating in it.
A potion with a fingernail.
Yeah, a big fingernail though, and not like big for you or big for a human, but like way big.
I usually think it's toenails, but I guess guess a fingernail can look the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell once it's cut off.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, one's significantly thicker than the other. So I could probably tell. But I'm not sure you could from looking at it floating in.
We've only seen, I think, 2 giants, and neither of them were barefoot. They were wearing shoes.
And yeah, you would have gotten a good close look being a halfling.
Yeah. Cool.
And is there anything particular that Alton would be looking for right now?
No, just anything that seems out of the place here, like as in based on our other travels, secret compartment or magical glyph. What's these are these doors?
Those are doors. 2 doors to the south.
All right, and is that just a little glitch with the
Yep.
drawing it? Okay, yeah. So I'll just casually check the doors for anything out of the ordinary.
All right, they appear normal.
Any light source or sound coming from underneath?
It's hard to tell. It looks like that room is about equally lit as this one, if anything.
All right, but it is lit, so I open the door, but try and stay outside of the door and open it with my invisible hand, so if anyone's there, they won't see us.
Yep, here. Would you pull it
right.
in or out?
Probably pull it in.
Okay, I'll just draw an open door. Oh, that's not it. I want the line tool. Okay. Oh, I don't want it to default to shitty green. It's not a useful color to me.
Well, that's the color you have. So
That's
if you
what I
select
get, I know.
If you select your color and choose brown, there you go.
All right,
Always.
that same acrid liquid, acrid acidic burny liquid that you saw Fuke playing with outside, it's filling this big, I don't think either of you would have ever seen this much porcelain, but a big porcelain tub, and I mean, I think you'd know what a toilet looked like, roughly. Like, you've never seen a porcelain toilet, but this is obviously a thing you're meant to shit in.
I put 2 together. This is a rich man's bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can see the bottom, and you're kind of confused about where the poop and pee would go.
Magic.
Mm-hmm. That's a fair conclusion to come to in any D&D game.
Well, I'm familiar with prestidigitation. Where can it go? What's the septic system?
Oh, I'm the septic system. And by that, I lived in the sewers, not a septic tank. There's a difference.
Oh, we need
All right, is it?
2.
If it's overflowing,
It's not.
I'll just take a quick look in the room before it does. See if there's anything in there with my mage hand. Run my hand across the walls. See if it does anything.
Yeah, nope. It's just a place to go poop.
All right, close that door and open this one. Same deal. Standing out of the way when it opens.
Can we steal the bathtub?
How do you intend to carry it?
Why don't you give me a check on that?
Both of us just walk around with it, and whenever we don't like something, we dump a whole bunch of acid on it.
I don't know how strong you are, but I'm a halfling.
I am a gnome.
That's racist.
Average strength.
Yeah, we're like this. Like, I don't doubt we could do it, but I suspect it would be like encumbrance too. So quarter movement.
Be hilarious though.
It would.
You pop the door open from where you are, and you can see a little bit of the next room over. There's more counter space. This is empty underneath. Sort of looks like a workbench.
Interesting. I kind of alter my angle to take a little bit more. See that way.
All right.
But still a little bit stealthy, just in case.
Yeah, you creep past the door.
2 doors to the bathroom.
2
What?
doors to the bathroom. That's insane, right?
I mean, I've had one that was one side, and then you could walk out the other side. And it was very annoying. You had to walk in and lock both sides,
Yeah.
and then unlock both sides once you're done, because what if the person on the other side wants to get
Yeah, it's make it poop. Yeah, that's how the door was between me and or the bathroom between me and my sister's room was in our house growing up. I mostly just stayed out of that bathroom. Yep. Alton pokes forward. Give me another stealth check, Alton, as you pass through that door.
Sure.
Yep. Alton's still creeping around on quiet little cat's feet.
So I would probably go to a point where that looks like a thing I can hide beside and take a look over here.
I'll give you a little bit more of the room. You see one door over there already in the far corner. Okay, roll 20. Seriously. And when you move to there, you see a second door.
Cool.
All right. What's Fuke up to over by the furnace?
I was just waiting for Alton to run off because he's the stealthy one.
Okay.
Off I go because probably discovered something fun. He normally does.
Yeah, he's a good guy for that. Oh, whoops. There we go.
So it's this cabinet workbench.
Yeah, there's not really a space. It's empty under it. It's just one big, long, empty workbench. Kind of odd. But you guess in a fake house, it's got fake workbenches, right?
It's not a fake house.
I mean, it's a real fake house.
I don't care how, alive it is. If you can live in it, it's a house. Thus, the sewers were my house.
Fair enough.
I had a lot of roommates.
Stealth check from you.
Okay, advantage because of my cloak. I love this thing.
Yep, still stealthed.
Let's give myself a little reminder.
Should have given this thing a higher passive perception.
I found 2 doors.
All right, you pushing that one open?
Where are the hinges?
They are on the left-hand side to you. And they are on the... Well, you can't see them, actually, I guess. Because they're on the other side of the door.
Fine.
But the knob is on the right, giving you the impression that the hinges would be on the left.
Okay. I opened the door.
All right.
So many times I just want to take a door off its hinges, but no.
I mean, there'll be other doors that can be removed from their hinges, I'm sure. Although I feel like removing a house hunter's doors from its hinges might be a fatal mistake.
It might be like, hey, where'd part of my body go?
I needed that. All right. And revealing.
If you jump through a house hunter's window, does it take damage?
I mean, you can try it and find out. But there are no windows here. Oh, shit. That was the wrong tool.
That's the draw tool, isn't it?
Yep. That's not the reveal tool at all. Polygon line first. Redraw the door I deleted. And then reveal tool. They have the same icon. There you go. The things in the middle dividing things up are metal shelving.
Ooh.
There's Christmas lights. Assorted junk. There's a hose. Probably if you were to be looking for something in particular, you might find it.
I'm gonna window shop. Alton can do whatever he wants when I'm window shopping.
All right, and the shelves are big enough that you can see through them, so you get the full extent of this room. Alton creeps up behind you while you're rummaging through the shelves. Still looking for cooking gear?
Well, I just waited for him to open the door.
Yeah, I'm looking for cooking gear and maybe I don't know. I still have just a normal scimitar and a shield. I keep giving all my cool stuff to Alton.
Did anybody find a one of those bottomless spice pouches yet?
Oh no, we haven't.
Yeah, there's one of those there. And let's see. You find a lid for the sawtooth. It's a little impractical because it's completely flat, so it would really reduce the amount of stuff you could put into it. It's also shiny like it's magic. And it's a pretty big lid.
Cool.
You feel better armored just holding it.
Oh.
I'm gonna protect my food with this magic shield. And the last thing I would be looking for is any way to make my Casimir proboscis into a weapon. I was gonna change my primal bad touch into a very bad touch.
Yeah. There's another workbench. This one better stocked.
Ooh.
And you feel like you might be able to do something with the supplies here to convert that into a weapon. Dealer's choice. Call it a +1 also. What's Alton looking for?
Alton's looking
I
for...
was thinking it'd probably turn into like a rapier.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah. Casimir proboscis, rapier. That's mine.
Alton's looking for his fantasy invisibility cloak and... or something that would make him look cool.
Let's see here.
You already stole my cool helmet.
Already stole your what?
I gave you a cool helmet and your magic sword.
Which helmet did you give me?
The Bugbear's helmet that gives you +1 dexterity.
Oh, right. Yes. But no AC bonus, right?
No, just pure dexterity.
Yeah.
So that's how you can have a, I don't know, much better. What do I do? Does the Casimir proboscis give me acid damage?
Let me look up the Casimir real quick.
It was just going to be an improvement to my primal savagery. But as a weapon attack instead of a magic attack. Same thing.
Necrotic.
Oh. Is it D8?
Whatever a rapier is, call it that. +1, oops, all necrotic damage.
Yeah. Oops, all necrotic indeed.
Which will probably mostly be okay, but sometimes it'll be irritating. All right, and Alton was looking for a potion or some outerwear. I think his hopes may have been a little bit high for this point in the game.
Can he find invisible shoes?
No, they're really hard to find. He trips over them several times without really getting an idea of where they are. But he does find a potion.
All right.
And when he picks it up, there's a little bit splashed out, and the parts of his hand that the potion touch do go transparent for a moment.
Cool.
So, you know, what you were looking for, but a little bit less.
No, it's still useful for tactical uses, so it's perfect.
Yep. All right. And I need another stealth check for the crafting you just did. Damn, that is some quiet-ass crafting.
I gave myself the ninja icon for a reason.
Ninja crafting. Mm-hmm. All right. What else is going on?
Well, after he finishes crafting that, do we see anything else of value on the walls? If not, then we search that other door to the left.
All right. Yeah, you guys have probably rated out what's useful in here. There's other, you know, common mundane stuff lying around that if you were looking for it, I'd probably say yeah. But
No, I'm happy with my La Crusade palette you gave me.
yeah. All right. Reveal. You pop that door open and there's stairs up.
And just to be clear, there was no other windows or exits anywhere inside this building that we saw.
Nah, there's no real basement. No. There's not like the high basement windows. Not so much in here. When you because you stop to think about that, you notice that like light is sort of completely even everywhere. There's not shadow like if you look under the bench where you'd expect there to be shadows, there aren't shadows there. It's like everything is radiating this dim light.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. I'll just do a quick little visual check up the stairs, see if anything's moving or breathing or bleeding or organic, and then
I mean, everything's a little organic, and glowy. But the glowing is brighter up there.
Cool. Well, I turn to Finrod or Bronze and I say, what do you think? Should we go up into the Mimic or try somewhere else?
Let's go up. I didn't see any other way out of this area unless we can punch the sky. I mean, we went sailed into the sky, so that was that.
All right. I move at half speed up to the top of the steps and use my hand to open the door.
All right. Hold on just a moment.
Ah, frick. I should have been looking for kits I was proficient with. Oh well.
I forgot to double the door here. Okay. Does Fuke think of something she doubles back for?
No.
Oh, come on.
Don't.
Do split the party.
I'll split the party to look for a disguise kit, beef stools, and a herbalism kit. Things I really need right now.
All right. Okay, first a stealth check.
From both of us?
Just you right now.
Oh, it's a 16.
Good enough.
Why?
And then roll a d3 for me.
With E3.
Oof. You only find one of the things you're looking for. Which one is it?
I think it would be the disguise kit.
Disguise kit. Yeah. You find
Yeah,
it
it was-
and quickly paint a handlebar mustache on your face.
Yep. And then I give engineering mouse a tiny monocle
Nice.
just to be safe.
Engineering mouse gives you a thumbs up. What's Alton doing at the top of the stairs over here?
Just taking a look in. What do I see?
You gonna peek through the door?
I'll peek under it first, and then use my hand to open it off to the side, so I'm not in like a line of shot if someone's there with an arrow or something.
Okay, yeah, you get down on the deck and peer under the door, one-eyed. Perception check.
Perception. All right.
You don't have advantage on that, do you?
Nope.
The room seems empty.
It's dark. All right.
I think
I'll wait a
that,
moment.
I described the lighting situation here. Like, there's like no shadows of movement, so it's really hard to, to know if anything's moving around. If it is, it's very, very quiet.
Gotcha. I wait till my allies inside at the base of the steps, and then open the door.
All right.
With my mate.
Peek back for Fuke. Is Fuke coming?
Still searching. And I'm leaving. I am so flippin' slow.
All right.
And then I teleport.
You bump up to here. And you see Alton get back up off the ground and dust his hands off quietly. And then you hand opening the door or magic hand opening the door?
Magic hand the door.
All right.
Imagine casting like Bane or something on a house hunter, and it just never notices anyone. She's a regular house from then on.
It's how you get yourself a brand new house. You kill it. That's how we got our house. Okay.
You don't even kill it. You just make it not notice anything, so it never
It completely nerf its checks. Sooner or later, something's going to go wrong with that plan. All right.
Passive perception, -3. What? How? Well.
All right. So when Alton peeks out the door, there is a cluster of tentacles dangling from the ceiling over by a sink in the counter.
Interesting. All right, I stealth up to the door and just take a look in the room and take it all in.
All right. You get a
And then I enter the room.
You get a good peer around. Come on, roll 20. Let's do this. Let's reveal things. Booty boot boot boot. Boot boot boot. All right, there's a second cluster of tentacles directly south, also kind of hanging from the ceiling. It appears to be doing something off to the side that you can't really see very well. You know what? You get a little bit more, I think, if you peered around the corner. This cluster of tentacles is dangling in front of a stove, and one of the tentacles keeps goosing a pan. You can smell frying meat. This one cluster of tentacles is dangling over a giant butcher's block. It's got a meat cleaver in one of its tentacles, and there is some chopped up meat on the board.
All right. That's a little weird. Are the tentacles stationary or moving around?
For now, like they all seem to be staying where they are. The one in front of the one in front of the stove is using an actual saute pan, which it can pan toss in, and it goes for a pan toss on the meat. And lands it. Real nice. It's like a New York strip steak sized meat slice of meat, and it tosses it from the brown side, flips the brown side up, and puts the red side down. And then it's real good at this. It stops touching the pan and kind of dangles there.
Cool.
It's not like my wife and it keeps just fucking fiddling with the goddamn pan, even though I say don't fiddle with the pan. Gonna ruin it.
Appears this is some sort of food preparation area. Does I see acid in that sink too?
You can smell it if you can't see it.
Very good.
Just over the scent of the cooking meat.
And I only see that other door as an exit?
Yep. Currently.
Okay. I come back here. I whisper to my ally what I saw and ask his opinion on whether we should try and make it for this door or use our newfound invincibility potion and try and douse ourselves. We're small, so it might affect both of us.
I mean, I'm pretty confident in my stealth already. Anything in the disguise kit to make me look like a tentacle?
I mean, you'd need a crit roll, but I would allow it on a crit.
Okay, let me query. Is it charisma?
I would think it would use Dex.
Okay.
Disguise kit. I mean, you look tentacle-y, but probably not enough to convince the house that you're part of it.
I like put on that weird looking hat. I'm like, ta-da!
Yeah.
Hey. And I'm gonna try to disguise Alton. Do you consent?
Disguise me as a tentacle? I'm thinking my logic over. I'm like, your logic makes no sense, but what could it hurt to try?
Yeah, also tentacle-y, but not a tentacle.
What helps if a little bit sticks out? And, you know,
yeah, sure. Advantage on stealth checks that you already had.
Oh, I already had it. I'm helping you out.
There's not double advantage. I can't do that for you.
Oh, I give double advantage. It's just normal advantage until someone throws disadvantage on you, and you still have advantage. They cancel out. They never give you more dice. It's just if you're prone and on fire and all these things, someone can't just be like, I wish to help, and suddenly it's a normal roll. I'm like, no, it's still disadvantage, guys. You only solved one of the problems. You have to solve all three of them to make it a normal attack.
That's a good story, but you still don't have double advantage.
Well, it does nothing besides it.
Alright, we stealth into the room after our shoddy disguises are made. Once I get to the door, I attempt to make my way to this door here, as it's the only door I can see, and open it with my mage hand.
So a couple things. You probably steer clear of things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably get to about there. And let's see here. Oops, that's not the reveal tool. That's the hide tool. I want the reveal tool. Reveal tool. There we go. So you can see the entirety of the stove. This thing's still cooking meat. There's a second door over here.
really want to risk it to steal some of that meat. Jeopardize the party and have everyone die, or
What's Fuke doing?
I'm debating whether or not to steal
What's
the meat.
this? What's this? Old in the way. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good day today. We're tooling around inside of a house hunter right now. Unfortunately for me, everybody's very stealthy. But I'm gonna get them sooner or later. So what's
As soon
Fuke
as you
doing?
catch me, you'll hate me. I'll tell you that. I won't steal the meat. I'm not cooking it, so it's not worth it.
All right, so you go step behind Alton, and Alton makes for the door or the other door.
The bottom door, the southern door.
All right. Stealth check on popping that door open.
All right, it's my mage hand, which is invisible, but here we go. Yep.
Super stealth. All right. You can see a dining room out the door.
A little gap beneath the
Okay.
door.
I go through the door. I just take a look left or right.
Oops. Darn it. I made more line than I intended to. And reveal. Yep, there's a nicely appointed dining room. Fancily carved wooden buffet, a little blobby. Along with the chairs, a little blobby, and the table, pretty blobby, on a red carpet. The red carpet doesn't look like fabric, it looks like meat, which is odd. It looks fuzzy, but also meaty. Like just a bit of ground beef poking out of the extruder.
Wait, is it shaggy?
Yeah, it's a little shaggy.
Okay.
And the coarse grind. So big shag. Nice deep pile of kind of wet looking carpet.
Cool. When you say meaty and alive looking, I assuming it's organic and a creature, but if I were to avoid it, could I do so by going on this cabinetry and opening these doors?
Oh yeah, you could sneak around.
Alright, I'll wait till see what my ally comes up with that door, and then either go to these doors. I symbol to him, I see two doors with my fingers held to.
Alright, hold on just a moment. All right. So wait, you're headed for the door? Oh wait, Fuke has approached the walk-in cooler. Is Fuke going in?
I was gonna check if there was a gap beneath the door, and if there wasn't, I was just gonna ignore it.
There is no gap. The door appears to be well sealed. Come on.
Well, I don't open doors.
Fair enough.
Alton does that. I do want to poke him and point there, but if he doesn't open it, he doesn't open it.
All right, so Fuke pokes Alton and gestures to the door here.
Oh, all right. I open that door with my mage hand.
All right, another stealth check.
Yep.
Wow.
When you pop the
Incredibly
door
low
open,
roll.
there is like a little kind of whoosh of cold air and like condensed, misty air that kind of
Yep.
whooshes out. And you've heard of in your better castles and mansions magazine that some people have a magically chilled room where they store their perishables.
Yeah. Anything look good in there?
You see a tray. There's a lot of meats, but one is clearly labeled Asimar flesh, and there are several chunks of humanoid in it.
Cool. I grab a little bit with my mage hand and stow it, just for you never know when it might come in handy. I've developed a taste for Asimar flesh in the plains. It's nothing unusual. And then I head back.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Nothing at all. Then I head over here and open these two doors.
Oh, what's Fuke saying?
I had a quest to pick up some ASMR for Tovar.
Was it Tovar or was it
No, it was
Ski?
Tovar. He was a chain devil.
Oh, Tovar the Chain Devil, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I was thinking it was Yeet Scumcrawl who wanted the Asimar
No.
flesh, but he couldn't talk, so he couldn't really tell you what he
Yeah.
wanted.
yeah. No, I cooked for him, and he wants more food. However, it was Tovar that told me that gnomes were. How delicious were they? They weren't that great.
Yeah.
One was basic.
You as Alton picks it up, across the bottom of the screen there's a little green banner with a spinning diamond, and it says Taste of Asimar. Only like 2% of players have achieved finding the Asimar flesh, so it's pretty impressive.
Is there any left?
Yeah, you grab another chunk. And stealth check.
Okay. No, I closed it. Check.
Closed your character
So-
sheet. Yep, okay, you're good.
Flash.
All right, so I imagine Alton's poking out the door. Stealth check for that.
Yep. Using my hand to open those doors first before poking out, just in case. 20.
Damn. I get a peek out into the living room. There's a little bit of red carpet to the right. A great big green carpet. Again, sort of oddly meaty looking, that carpet. Some chairs, great big hearth and fireplace.
Okay. I enter the room
All right.
and take a look around.
This room is 2 stories tall.
All right.
There is a stairway to the north of you that leads up to like a second floor, like a kind of a mezzanine level. Not really. It's open up there, and there's a platform. Not platform, but yeah, you know what I mean. There's a way to walk around, and I will describe it with an arrow in just a second. Ruler. It goes up to here, and then it goes all the way around the outside of this room until it gets to about here. And then there's low ceiling above, right above where you are, but the ceilings are high. This big stone fireplace stretches all the way to the ceiling.
Gotcha. Is that a second staircase on the ground as well?
So it spirals up. So this is where you'd enter the staircase. There's a landing here about, 10 feet up, and then a second set of stairs that takes you up to that upper landing.
Right. So if we were over here, would I be able to jump or climb up the stairs, avoiding the tentacles?
You could try it.
Yeah.
I can always boost.
Sorry, what did Fuke say?
I could boost as well.
All right. Yeah, I think it would be no problem for Alton to do it. It would help to have you boost him up there from a stealth standpoint, though, so he wasn't just scrambling over.
Sure.
All right, yeah, you boost him up over, stealth check.
And then I help my other ally boost up as well.
And the stealth check from her as well. No problem for Alton. Oof. Lucky on that one. And you're both up on the stairs. And before we move to the next floor, I'm going to call a second bio break. I'll be right back.
And this is why I think a party of rogues is not bad. You get to do things a rogue wants to do, like stealth, while you have backup. But everyone complains that you have, too many people vying to do the same thing. And people say, who can do it better? Any opinions on that?
I don't have an opinion either way. I think we should just go up.
Oh yeah, no. We should go up. We should find anything. If we need to kill this thing, we need to find its heart. If we need to find a way out.
Yeah, I'm thinking a way out, but I haven't seen any indicator of anything in the basement or a puzzle or hidden trap, so it's just a crapshoot. Hopefully we find its organs. Up we go! Do we hear a beating of the heart?
It might be the fire. Might be down here. That 1, 2. I'm unsure.
Yeah, but we can always come back downstairs after.
A lot easier to come back down.
Yeah.
Do I have... I actually don't have an adventures pack, so I don't have any rope. But, do you know why a level 5 spell is going to make this game impossible to deal with?
What spell do you have?
Nothing. I'm just going to use a level 5 slot for a level 3 spell. It's just going to ruin the day of everyone involved.
Okay.
All right, so we're on our way up those stairs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me lay out the next area. Oh, and to answer your previous question, there were windows along the front of both of these rooms and on the side over here in the dining room. They are less clear than a normal glass window, though, and goopy looking. They do let light through, but the world outside is blurry as hell. All right, and let's get you up those stairs.
Which begs the question, could it literally grow food inside its stomach? Like, plants, not people. But if you have plants, then you could have, like, chickens.
I mean, ideally, you'd keep, like, a breeding family around, right?
Yeah. But, like, it's not like it goes out to eat, it's just self-contained.
Yeah. Just every once in a while, it kills off one of the things living inside of it and consumes it. You'd want, like, Mormons or Quiverfuls, someone that breeds a lot.
Pigs work as well.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're a house hunter, you probably eat the shit too, right? So, like, if they're pooping all over your floors, that's a bonus.
Yeah, the problem is you need enough grasses and enough grains to feed.
Yeah, then you gotta have a garden
to
inside
begin
you, or
with.
like a hydroponics bay.
Yeah.
I'll take that into
Well,
account the next time I make a house hunter, that there's a hydroponics bay in the house. All right, and you guys are here on the stairs.
what happens when a house hunter dies?
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out.
Does it like corpse stay as a house, or does it just slowly decompose?
It's like a loofah sponge, where it leaves like the cartilaginous net of the house behind.
weird.
But anyways,
So, yeah.
yins are on the stairs.
Up we go.
Yep.
Old Noe says this is a party of rogues makes great sense, although one of them is actually a druid, but it's a sneak druid.
Oh, no, I was asking, it does make sense to have a party of rogues for these situations where your rogue goes off alone because no one else gets stealth.
Right.
Here we go.
Yeah, and you're both going to need a stealth check on your way around there.
All right.
And both of you, by the time you got up onto this landing over here, assuming you would have your heads on that swivel, would see the there's not just a single tentacle cluster hanging in front of the doors. There's tentacle clusters from each surface around the door, the ceiling, the floor, and the wall. And they are all interlaced. You can see a gap there, but that's just an artifact of me not wanting to turn an image into a drawing so it won't snap to the grid. Oh, I know a good way to solve it.
Just press alt.
There you go.
Oh.
It's oops all black tentacles in that square. You don't think you can stealth through there, regardless of how good you are at it.
All right. If we were to possibly interact with the tentacles, would there be a way to move some of them, but not all 5 feet of them?
I mean, if you start touching those tentacles, wisdom check.
Oh,
No, I don't want to touch them because I'm asking if we were to interact with them, would there be a way to move any of them away and make through, or are they kind of all totally solid?
It's a big tangle. There's not holes big enough for you guys to crawl through at this point.
What is this right here?
That is, there's a wall there. You remember when you were in the entryway downstairs and there was the red carpet? The ceiling's lower there. So that's an obscured part of this floor.
No windows, nothing.
No windows,
As we
nothing.
walked up. Okay.
Interesting. Well, it appears we have no other option but to trigger the trap.
Wait. Are there windows over here?
Oh, yeah. The dormers.
Ah.
If I remember right, 1, 2, 3.
Yep. More like here.
Yeah.
Let me mark them out. Although you won't. Here. What I'll do is I'll open up the space in front of the house.
Are you ready to go around the outside? I was really wanting to jump off to do this thing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you would smack into a wall.
Well, I was hoping there would be a window on the inside,
Okay.
from your cool private room into the living room. But
Nice try, but no. Okay, so this is 100 feet. So at 50, 55.
I can draw it.
And
55.
at here. Okay. So yeah, that dormer oddly does lie right in front of a wall, because I didn't think that one all the way through.
But the first and the third should be fine.
Should be open. Yep. And I will mark those off real quick. That would be here, here, and 3 in. And this one's actually a little further over.
Asymmetrical, nice.
Oh, no, it's not. It's here.
Oh, yeah, the original one
Was correct. Mm-hmm.
25. Whatever.
Ooh, there you go.
Alright, so we have to make a distance of, 70
Yep.
feet on the outside, along the roof. Does it have the gutter rail along there?
There's actual roof, right? Because the dormers
Yeah.
didn't project out over the roof. There was like, let's look at the map. Like at least 5 feet of space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a good 10 feet of space between the window and the edge of the roof, so not a big challenge.
Quick question: did you pick assassin or thief background?
Arcane.
Of course, it's arcane trickster, but the typical ones people always ask.
Yeah.
Well, you could have picked up what is it, mage initiate? The feat, magic initiate.
Oh, I didn't take Magic Initiate. I took Mobility and what's the other one?
Mobility's amazing.
Yeah, for Halfling. Perfect. Otherwise, to be stuck at 25 feet, permanent hindrance.
It's crazy how bad that hurts.
You pick a wood elf, and you're like, guys, I have 35 to begin with. I'm a monk. I have, you just add all the mobility on top of each other and just zoom. Crazy. But yeah, this is going to be a pain opening a window, but we can do it. A lot easier
Yep,
than
let's try it.
tentacles. Alright.
All right, so you're looking at the window?
Yep.
Perception check. Or investigation, I guess it would be. You know there's a fucking window there.
Any particular way to open it?
Yeah, you're looking at it. It literally is a membrane of flesh pulled thin enough that it's transparent. As you look out, you can't really see them very well because they are small, but you can see movement.
It's a friends.
And you're guessing it's, the quicklings and the darklings zipping around in the trees. The house hunter, the dormer, as the movement moves around, the whole dormer above you just shifts. And rather unsettlingly.
Is there any hinges?
There is no hinge. You notice 17 investigation check is pretty good. You notice that there's a swirl to the membrane, as though it's irised shut. Do you know what I mean? Like a door in a science fiction movie where it swirls into the middle.
Yeah. How do we unscroll
Jerry's back.
it? Is there like...
We have to find the center of the iris, poke it, and then open it slowly with like a tube without damaging it. It's possible, but maybe someone with really tiny fingers like me should try.
with tiny invisible fingers.
Exactly.
Let me double check if I have something. help you out.
Sorry, didn't mean to call you out, Jerry.
Oh wait, no. This one gives you strength. No, this one gives you perception, and use your reaction to make an attack roll. And this one gives you detect creatures and regain hit points.
What you need is some lube, and you just keep working bigger and bigger plugs into it until it relaxes.
With its consent, of course.
Yeah, of course, with its consent. We've already established the house. You have the house's consent to be inside of it.
Yeah.
To be clear for the audience, so they understand.
I mean, the closest thing I have is like healing potions. That's a liquid, and it doesn't hurt, so...
Let's try it.
I mean, I could just wild shape into an octopus and just...
No, let's save that for battle. I mean, this is still a chance we're taking.
I
I
don't use wild shape for battle.
Yeah, but I mean,
strictly
like,
utility shape.
yeah, it's utility shape. Do you think tentacles would work better than fingers? Is all I'm wondering.
No.
This is
I'm
my
saying
favorite discussion ever.
I don't have bones as an octopus, so I can just make a tiny hole and just zip out. But then yours be stuck in there, so that's the problem.
Exactly. So I say we just stay in our normal forms, risk it. I poke it with my magical invisible fingers. We try and climb out, do the same on that one.
I could just drop a totem and we investigate further to try to find a way to open it. Yes, it has sci-fi opening spiral pattern. Is like a button to do that, or do we have to make it blink or something?
If there were a mechanical method like a button or a lever, you craft a lever like in Minecraft and you hang it up next to it and flip it, like I would tell you about that.
Okay.
Based on your investigation check. But I mean, you have to think of it as analogous to your eyelids, like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but
You have control over them, and someone else can. Oh, Old and Away. Thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Shit, what was I saying? Yeah, anyways, like,
Yeah.
you could force someone's eyeballs open, but they would definitely be aware of it, and they'd definitely not be super thrilled about it, right?
yeah. So
That's a...
how do we get it to open its eyelids? I mean, we can do it very subtly, of course. Do I have enhance ability? Because that one's always fun. No, I have find familiar. My familiar would be like soap.
Sorry, what?
No, I'm just looking through my spells in case there's a way to... I can create water.
How would that help us?
No, it doesn't. I'm just looking at... I can also
Hey, let's
destroy-
freshen up those stealth checks while you guys stand there dicking around.
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yep. House is still unaware of you.
What do we do? Can I give a nature check to figure out how to make these things
Yeah,
open?
that sounds like a thing you could do. Oh shit, you do it really well.
I read Flippin' Rogue. Yeah.
So, again, it's not eyelids, right?
Mhm.
It's its actual like eye membrane that it can open. Just thinking about it as have a deep familiarity with living things. It must be a a cleaning mechanism, you'd think. Because why else? It doesn't need to open them for any purpose. It wouldn't want to let things out particularly much. But if it were irritated in some way, like a bird flew into it, or something like that, some substance were to get into it, then it would probably need to open it to clear that out, or consume whatever bird hit it.
Okay, so we need to smack it with something on the other side.
Or on the inside. It's all the same membrane, so...
Oh, that's true. Could throw, like... I could waste a healing potion on it. It would be annoyed. However,
No.
Fine. I'm just carrying around healing potions, and I never use them because I can heal you guys.
I'm not disagreeing, but I'm saying that what happens when a healer goes down, and we need those potions. I'd much rather try and, like, tickle the eye open or cause it to have an irritation.
Fairy fire does damage.
Exactly. So I'm going to try this. Lee, you know how when you get dirt in the eye, but it's not like it's annoyance dirt where your eye just waters?
Yeah.
Alright, so here's what I'd like to do with my mage hand. I'd like to take a little bit of fluff or lint from my pockets and just slowly kind of caress the iris as like a little single hair or 2 hairs on the iris, tickling it, causing an annoyance.
Nice. Let's see here. So, what I'm gonna need. So what happens is, like, it starts to jiggle a little bit.
You're starting to shimmy.
And actually, yeah, throw another stealth check, just to make sure it doesn't decide that there's something fucking around with it.
I could have just done druidcraft and make like the smell of a skunk or something. Just
okay. Yeah, you guys have
that
multiple
too.
ways not to be detected. Sure.
21. Love my cloak.
Yeah, the eye sort of sprinkles your gross ass pocket lint, or the hand, into the membrane, and kind of flicks it at it from range, just to keep back and keep safe. And the window gets a little redder, like it kind of turns pink. And then the little iris expands and kind of plips a couple times, open and shut. And then it pops wide open. And acro check to get out that window undetected without touching the rim.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh yeah, Alton like does a sick flip through the window.
And let's see how I do. You know what I mean? You can't even boot myself with like guidance or anything.
All right. So as
It's gonna be okay. I apologize.
as
That's alright, you'll fail at some point.
yeah.
as you guys pop through the window, and since Fuke went second and blipped the rim, tentacles just get extruded from the walls there, and they start slapping around at the eye to make sure it's okay. They haven't found you yet, but you've gotten a little closer to getting detected.
Very good. We immediately rush over here at half speed,
Slowly.
still stealthing.
Hold on just a second. Let's pop back to the other map since we have it.
Okay.
Have you ever guys ever seen Bravest Warriors?
Oh, yeah. Some of it. Not the
A little bit.
later
It's
seasons.
it's like the second or third episode where they get caught in the time loop. And
that was
they walk in for the third time and they're like, "Fuck this," and they walk away.
yeah. They watch themselves die, and then yeah.
The bravest warriors are dead. Yeah, if you guys could see over the peak of the roof of the house, you'd see yourselves entering the back door here. but you don't. All right. So you're outside on the roof now. There are tentacles sort of whipping at the irised window you just came through, slapping at it. They're not reaching through the window. From the house's point of view, something whacked it on the inside, and it hasn't really figured out that you guys went through its window yet. It's not a super smart thing.
Intelligence 18, wisdom 3. What? No.
Yeah.
All right. So from where we are, we attempt to kind of repeat the same process and shimmy along. And then I do the dirt with my invisible hand into the eye again.
Do we want to do that one or this one? Because this one was probably a better. Or we can try going all the way over and going into one of these.
No, let's try this one here. I think that's our best bet.
All right, stealth check walking along the roof. 2020.
Yeah, I'm invisible.
Ow! Advantage failed me. But yeah, there we go.
Oh shit. We cut back to Jezen. You guys both stealthed away, and he didn't see where you went, so he's back over here.
Wait a minute! I thought we put him in the gem.
No, you got all the sprites and fairies. You didn't get your gladiator.
I thought we did.
I didn't. If he wanted to come along, then yeah, I would have put him in the gem. But I left him.
Yeah. When we were stealthing, I wouldn't have left him behind. Like, you want to hop in the gem too? Keep a watch on those fairies.
Okay, yeah, we'll retcon that and say that's what happened. And thank you again so much, Olden in the Way. Super duper appreciated. If you look at the list, there's a list below the screen of what can you get for bits. I'm sure you've earned any single one of those things, or a couple. So just let me know if you want anything, like an NPC that will persist in the game. And we'll sort out the details. Yeah, so we retcon that flashback. You guys start to creep, and then Jezen clanks behind you. And like both of you flinch as he clanks, and then you throw the gem at him and suck him into it. All right, and then you're working this window, and I think you crushed another stealth check. Alton did at least.
Did.
Oh, Fuke.
Yeah.
That's not a good stealth check at all.
No, it's not.
All right. Fuke sort of stumbles on the roof. And let's see here. Oh, I didn't bring my tentacles with me.
But I am also a tentacle.
If there were an advantageous roll there for you to argue for, I'd let you have it. But you did sort of fuck both rolls up.
I know. But it looks like, the frick is this? I don't look like normal prey. I look like discount tentacle.
Oh, I'm gonna have to search for it. Tentacle. There it is. There we go. No, I'm kidding. That would be a lot of fucking tentacle. All right, out of the space immediately behind you, a set of tentacles pops up. And let's go into initiative.
I decline. Alright, I'm no longer stealth, so there we go.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know.
Of all the times to
I'm-
fuck your initiative rolls, guys.
Hey, we've explored an entire monster's inner belly and organs all by ourselves, okay?
You did very well.
Yeah.
Let's see
And
here.
we're just gonna walk over and punch a hole in its eye and run inside or something.
All right. Did I? Nope, I didn't bring it here. Hold on, I gotta dip over to the other map and grab up my stat block.
I absolutely love when my name is on the turn order.
It's pretty good.
And I'm gonna add another one to it because this last adventure. I mean, sprite friend, not very fun.
House creeper.
House creeper is pretty good. Another tentacle. Something.
Tentacle whisperer. Oh yeah, you guys are over here on the roof.
I got it. Hidden tentacle. Done all this thing disguised as a tentacle.
All right, close that out. All right, so this tentacle pops up and then sort of lashes around in a circle. Oh, that didn't save. That's not the one I wanted. But the roll is the same, so I will give that to you. The tentacle lashes around and doesn't catch you. Maybe your luck's back in action. And it is Alton next.
All right. I proceed with my plan and extend my invisible mage hand over to the iris here with lint in my pocket and proceed to rub it in as, I guess, part of movement action or interaction.
Yeah, sure. It is getting irritated, but it doesn't. Then it starts to plip a little bit, but it hasn't opened yet.
Perfect. So where I am, I grab my ally, holding on tightly, and proceed
Shove
to
her off
it
the
over
roof. Stupid.
Shove her off the roof.
Stupid noisy bitch.
Everyone for himself. And as I shove him off, I grab the gem and say, "This belongs in better hands."
And all the cooking gear.
Of course. No, I grab him. Get ready to bolt the moment that eye opens with a held action for a movement into
Hold
the
on
room.
for me just a second.
Well,
Sure.
if you move me, then I can spend my action to stealth, and we can just ignore the tentacle.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to do, is trying to force move you. And I should be able strong enough because you're a gnome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually very proud of my stats. Like, looking at them. I mean, it would be funny if I had more strength, but no, I'm proud to have, decent constitution as a gnome.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm happy to have a 21 dex, too, so...
Only if we find another item that gives you a +1 dexterity, there you go.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
I mean, I also want more dexterity. It's just right now it's a 14, and do I really need it a 15? So yeah.
Get anything good for Christmas?
I got a pasta maker. I've been making
The rolly ones?
the machine that you get to flatten it and then turn it.
Yeah, the ones that you manually roll.
Yeah.
The little crank, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, I got 2 of those. They're nice.
I used to. I never owned one. It was always someone else's, and so when they moved out, I always lost the access to pasta. Well, fresh pasta. Yeah.
Oh,
stayed up
fresh
to-
pasta is so good.
Yeah, and I made a ton of it. However, I do have a whole thing of chocolate pasta, which is very hard to eat. A large quantity.
Yeah, I've been hit or miss with chocolate pasta. I just do straight up molding chocolate all the way, and then I add a bit of aspect so they don't disintegrate when you soften them.
No, this is just the same recipe but with cocoa powder, and that's it. So it's not
Yeah.
sweet, so I have to add sweetness to it. But then, how do I add sweetness to it without making it too sweet? If I add it to ice cream, then it's just ice cream with extra stuff on it.
Yeah, I would just cut the gluten out altogether and play with your chocolate and simple syrups and make probably a jelly-based chocolate.
Yeah,
Let it seize up.
a fudge is also very good. Peanut butter, chocolate,
Yeah.
classic. But yeah, it was in the book. I want to try a red wine pasta next because it was in the book I got.
Yeah, acid bases are fun. I personally prefer like egg yolks and things like that when I'm doing a sweet pasta, just because, as you know, egg yolks just hold sugar so much better in semi-permeable form than compared to others.
We have the 3 basic pastas is 2 egg pasta, 3 egg pasta, and only yolk pasta.
Whoa.
I was like,
Yep. Are you back?
Don't get too crazy. Yeah, the 3 of you, including the tentacles, are all like sitting with your legs dangling over the edge of the roof, smoking a cigarette and talking about cooking. And then the director snaps the frame again. Everybody gets back up and resumes. So
All
Alton
right.
was holding an action to run for the window when it opened.
Yep. Cue Japanese anime flashback sequence. Absolutely.
Yep. And then it's Fuke's turn.
I want to do a hide action because it doesn't have any eyes. May I?
Go for it. Yeah, I mean, this thing is rolling on blind sense, right? Maybe a little tremor sense. There's no reason why you couldn't stealth that just the same as long as you knew what you were doing, right? You would be trying to minimize the noise you make. And yeah, you're unseen right now, essentially.
Perfect.
In some ways, it's easier because you don't require cover to disappear from this thing.
Yeah, instead of like trying to minimize sight, I just am quiet.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the move silently and the stealth app being 2 different options. Just weird. Alright, then I'm gonna wait until this thing opens. If it comes around, I'm gonna take the disengage action, but like that's about it.
All right. And I'm going to flip a coin. 1, the window opens first. 2, the tentacle moves first, since they're essentially the same thing. But, tentacle. All right. And so the tentacle is going to move in a random direction, now that it's a little unclear on where everybody's at.
Is that a 1d6 or 1d5?
I'm going to roll a d5 for the random direction.
Okay, because it's obviously not... Well, it could go down.
It could, but that wouldn't be its first assumption. Its first assumption would be that if it's... So if you were... Shit like this happens all the time, right? Like a bird or a pixie comes along and lands on the roof. It sprouts some tentacles to try to grab it, and the thing flies away. Or it stays on the roof and scuttles around.
Yeah.
In which case, it searches the area to see if it can catch it. And if nothing's there, then it's way out of reach already. So, D5. 1 is your direction, 5 is the opposite direction. All right, it searches in the opposite direction.
Attack of opportunity. No,
Yeah, you want it? Take it.
no. I always offer it to my players, and they're like, sounds like a really good idea. However, I want to live.
In theory.
It moves over and flips its tentacles at the window here. Doesn't really get anything. Oh man, I should have busted you guys for rolling in front of those windows. Oh well.
I know.
I totally didn't think about it.
Literally, its eyes.
Yep. I fucked up. You guys got lucky. Because I should have just busted you right out for walking directly in front of them. Nothing can walk right in front of your eye, no matter how stealthy. So it flips at the window and doesn't find anything there. 1, 2, it bumps back down here. And 1, 2, 3, it bumps over here. And it's done with its movement. And the window iris is open.
I pull through, and I pull my ally through.
Yeah, acro checks.
Yep.
I didn't expect I needed acrobatics. Sorry. Kick it in the eye again.
Yeah, your foot drags across the irised rim of its eye. Fortunately, the eye's open, so it couldn't possibly have seen you. Open being it's closed. Let's head back over here.
Which one's better? I'll leave both of them. There we go. My name extends.
All right.
Oh wait, we're at the top.
And I'm revealing the room that you're in now. Your doppelgangers poof out of existence. So it would be pretty clear that these doors were the doors that you were on the other side of that had the tentacles wrapped in front of them. The other doors, I imagine, are a bit more of a mystery.
I'm very curious about these 2 doors, but okay.
Those 2 doors are curious.
Very curious.
All right. So after arriving here, though, did the iris reclose? Are the tentacles no longer in pursuit?
There are now tentacles whipping around the outside of the window, much like there were tentacles whipping around the inside of the window, feeling at it.
All right. So for future reference, obviously, we'll keep in mind where potential eyes are as orifices to exterior surfaces, and avoid gaze and all that standard stuff.
And if we need an exit, I believe this is the only one without tentacles right now.
Perfect.
Or we can head across to the other eyes up there.
Yeah, we could. Let's just check out this door here quickly first, and then we'll check out this one.
I want to move away first. I want to be like there.
Yeah, and I'm doing this with my invisible hand.
All right. So you're popping this door first to the left?
This one, yeah. Yep.
All right, let me zoom in a little bit.
Please be a broom closet. We do not have brooms. Just imagine how annoying it would be if you have an iris and
someone just walks up with a broom and just keeps sweeping stuff into it.
Yep, very irritating. The house definitely needs a giant squirt bottle of Visine.
To create water.
All right, so yeah, you look into that next room. There's a door on the never shredded wheat wall, the west wall. 2 doors to the north.
Cool. Of those 2 doors to the north, I will open the far right one. That one there with my hand.
All right. So you're peeking around the corner doing that?
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Your mage hand gets a lot of action. Goodness gracious.
So
Well, opening
immediately, there's no wall immediately to the right. It looks like there's a way that way, and then straight back, the hall turns to the right as well.
Okay. I think we should go into this room then, and go into this room. So I kind of pull you with me, and we go into this area. What do I see to my right?
Stealth checks.
Frick.
Good enough. All right, so there is another door there.
Guess I have to.
You see the other side of the door you were on. You can probably get a peek at this door on the other end of the hallway. You probably don't see the door up here yet, but you know. And there's a door here as well.
But, I'll open that one right there with my hand, mage hand.
Hmm. I thought you were being scandalous for a second.
Interesting.
Oh, are these the intestines? It'd be weird to have on third floor. Or second floor.
Yeah. Feels like we're walking through a series of like checked doors that would be guarded or something. Don't see any characters, so I enter but stealthily and check out the end of that. Wait a minute. I'm getting confused here a second. Yeah,
corner.
check out the end of that hall.
I want to go there. Is this just black for?
Oh, sorry. I just forgot to reveal it. There you go.
Yeah. I was like, is there like a box? Is there an enemy there?
It's a surprise. The walls here, I should have mentioned that. The doors are pretty doory still, but a little less defined, a little blobby. They have like a jiggle to them when you open them. The walls are gray and a little slick and crenellated.
It's brain.
Crenellated. Ooh, cool.
Are we brain?
I think so. I opened this door.
I kind of want to know what happens when you put stomach acid in someone's brain, but also don't want to know that.
Yeah, let's find his brain first, though. I mean, what if this is all just like the skull, and it would be just really upset?
It's true, yeah. Still be very annoying. Let me- I mean, I can royally mess it up with spells. I don't know. I could just ruin it by just trying to glue something open. Well, together. Weird. I'll wait here.
Okay. Maybe wait where I am, because I'm about to go through the door down here.
Okay.
So I open this door. Listen to it at first, because it seems like we're going, like, you know, if this was any character, I'd say we were going to an antechamber, something that was protected at the center, so I'd be a little extra cautious.
We still have this door and this door. So it's...
Yep.
We have two possible...
Um,
This one looks the most guarded, though.
Let's freshen
Yeah,
up
I'm
those
gonna
stealth
go-
checks
I'm
while
not-
we're at it.
I'm gonna go left on this case.
Nice.
Wait, is there no door?
Both stealthed out. The floor
Yeah,
is really squishy, though. It's gross.
Is it this one?
No, I mean, there's no door here.
Nope.
Oh. Okay. I run my invisible hand on the wall there and run it up to the wall over here. Feeling differences or...
No, it's this kind of goopy, crenellated wall. It has a little bit of a pulse to it.
Could be its heart, could be its brain.
Yeah, I think its heart's right behind this wall. Theoretically, you say I feel like a faint beam, and I've got a, general sense of it being 20 feet between the two. What about to the right of me? Does it sound more does it sound like the heart's coming from the left of me from this side, or possibly from something over here?
There's there's no heartbeat. There's just pulsation in the walls. And it seems pretty consistent all the way around.
So it's just like an entire pulsating organism, as we thought. Okay. I then open this door here with my mage hand after I step aside, but yeah.
All right. And though you've opened that door, we're just going to wind back a second to you running your mage hand along the wall and feeling the pulsation. What would Fuke have been doing at that point?
After we've noticed that there's no way in, I want to know more about this. More of a nature check than anything. I failed, but
this thing is deeply unnatural. You know it's meat. You know it's wrong meat. Meat that shouldn't be. But meat nonetheless. And as Alton is running his magic hand along the wall and Fiuk is peering at the pulsy meat of weirdness, that's where we're going to fade to black for the episode.
Yeah. My goodness.
Cool.
All right.
I hate all of this.
I've got a Among Us game to run for some preteens, so I'm a dip out, but we'll see you all next week.
Yeah, see ya. Thank you.
Bye. Yep, have a good day.
Bye.
And Happy New Year to everybody out there in the chat. Thanks again, Olden in the Way, for all the cheers. And to Jerry as well. It means a lot to me to have, support for this as I continue to try and expand it. So thank you both so much. I'm going to raid over somewhere. Let's do Jedi Greg. He's nice, folks. And we'll talk to you all next week sometime. Have a great new year.